Hello and welcome back. Today it's finally Christmas Eve. We have arrived. We have behind us 23 days of Greek expressions. I hope you enjoyed this. Very short sometimes, but still very, very useful, very good everyday expressions to level up your Greek. And if you want to see all of them, there's a playlist here on the channel, and there is also in my Substack the whole thing written down so you can read all these texts and try to make sense of them. Now today is the last one, and because it's Christmas Eve, again I didn't want to bring you a random expression, but instead we're going to do something Christmassy, and what better thing than to read a little bit of the Bible in Greek. Because, as you perhaps know, the New Testament is actually written in Greek. It is written in a kind of half ancient Greek. It's the New Testament Greek, the Greek that was spoken around the time of Christ. This is already very different from the ancient Greek of Plato and Aristotle. It's much easier to understand. So with some knowledge of modern Greek, you can almost fluently read this New Testament Greek. It's not difficult. The structures are similar to modern Greek. The vocabulary, of course, the vocabulary is a little different, but you get used to it. The Bible doesn't have a huge range of vocabulary. And so you can actually attempt to read it even in its original Greek. But of course, here it would be too much of a good thing. So we are translating it to modern Greek. We are using a modern Greek translation of the piece. And we are going to read Luke 2, which is the place where it begins to describe the journey of Maria and Joseph. And this is the classic reading in German churches. They would read this for Christmas every year, and we will do the same here. So let us go and have a look at it. I think it will be fun to read this in Greek. Kata Lukan Evangelio. Kata means according to, in this case. Lukas is the Greek name Luke, and Evangelio is the Gospel. The Gospel according to Luke 2. Ανέβηκε και ο Ιωσήφ από την Γαλιλαία, από την πόλη Ναζαρέτ. Ανέβηκε, ascended, went up. Ανεβαίνω. Ανεβαίνω is a modern word. You can use it to climb stairs, for example, ανεβαίνω τη σκάλα. Ανέβηκε, he went up. In ancient Greek, it is often used with geographic features. Either you ανεβαίνω βουνό, you go up a mountain, or also when you go away from the sea, then this is often also an anavasis, movement away from the sea. You go up somewhere. Ανέβηκε και ο Ιωσήφ, and Joseph went up από την Γαλιλαία, from Galilee, από την πόλη Ναζαρέτ, from the town of Nazareth. Στην Ιουδαία, to Judea, στην πόλη του Δαβίδ, in the city, to the city of David, που ονομάζεται Bethlehem, that is called Bethlehem. Now, until now, the most difficult thing are the Jewish place names, right? There is not much Greek involved, but now we have some Greek. Για να απογραφεί. Απογραφεί, to be registered. Grapho is to write, apography is to write down or to write exhaustively, and in this case it means to be registered in a count of people in a country. Για να απογραφεί μαζί με την Maria, together with Maria, Mary. I would sometimes call her Maria here. I think I did it before already, because I'm so used to German and Greek Maria. We don't say Mary, right? So, to be registered with Mary. Την αραβωνιαστικιά του, his betrothed, the woman he wanted to marry. Αραβωνιαστικιά. And you use it even today. Aravonas is the ceremony in which you promise to marry someone. And this is still a modern word. This is not actually the word in the Bible. The Bible has a different word, but this is what is used today. Η οποία ήταν έγκυος. Who was έγκυος, pregnant. Again, a word very much used today. You are pregnant. Είσαι έγκυος. Και ενώ βρίσκονταν εκεί, And eno, while. Eno is while, is the same as kathos, which we also saw in a previous video, also means while. Ke eno, and while, vriskondan, they were, εκεί, there, symbolirothikon, were completed, οι ημέρες, the days, were completed the days, για να γεννήσει, to give birth. Και γέννησε, and she gave birth, τον πρωτότοκο, the firstborn. Tokos is another word for giving birth, the ancient word, and protos means first, so prototokos literally means firstborn. Iotis. Ios, modern Greek, Ios in ancient Greek, is the son. Ton prototoko Iotis. She gave birth to her firstborn son. Ton sparganose. Sparganose is a word that's very rare generally. I'm not sure how common it is used among mothers or maternity wards in hospitals, but because we had our children in Hong Kong actually, so I know how to say it in English. I have no idea how these things are said in a Greek context. Really, it's not a word that you use in everyday life. So I don't know if this is a common word or not, but it's a known word, and it means to wrap a child up, a small baby, into these wrappings. Don sparganose, και τον έβαλε σε μία φάτνη, and put him in a manger. And the fatni is not only the manger itself, this thing where the cows are eating from, but it is also the whole nativity scene, right? Often you say, we have a fatni at home, or our city has put up a fatni in the central square. You can go and see it. So fatni is this nativity scene, but it's also this container where they put in the baby. Επειδή δεν υπήρχε, because there wasn't, για αυτούς, for them, topos, space, place, στο κατάλημα, at the inn. And κατάλημα now is really a rare word. Nobody says κατάλημα really today. You would say xenodochio, hotel. You would say pension, but it would sound a little strange if you put hotel into the Bible. So this is why they use katalima, which is an ancient and somehow not common word, but it gives you this feeling of something being ancient and uncommon, which is what you want as an atmospheric element, right, when you have the Bible. So katalima is the inn, or is the, just more generally, a place where you can sleep, a place where you can rest, a roof over your head, right? Katalima. It's not necessarily a commercial inn, but it can be used in this way. And I also have a list of words, of all the words that appear in this piece of text, in this description, and you can find it on my Substack together with other words also and grammar points. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Go read the Bible in modern Greek. It's easy to find on the internet. Try your hand at it. It's not difficult. And now we are at the end of our series of 24 videos in the run-up to Christmas, our Advent calendar series with 24 expressions. I hope you learned some Greek, that you have fun doing this. I will now take a break until the new year, and I wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I see you in a few days again. Bye-bye.